Ronnie Bell, round 7, team captain, do it all wide receiver returner.
Michigan.
Michigan, the second Michigan guy. Then I love the idea of the Niners running Jim Harbaugh out of town, and then Jim Harbaugh becoming like a minor league, a feeder for them. All of a sudden, they're calling him up. Hey, Jim, who do you like on your team? What's up, Jim? Hey, sorry about what happened 10 years ago, but you got any recommendations for us? So Ronnie Bell goes from the Jim Harbaugh pipeline straight to the 49ers. What do you know? What do you like?
Another old salty boot. This guy is a leader. He's a veteran. And he tore his ACL in 2021, I believe in week 1 of his junior season. He missed the entire year, and he came right back for the next season. And admittingly was about 75% of what he truly is. Now, for what he showed on the field, coming fresh off of a knee injury, if we're going to go with player comps that our fan base would know, is I would say he's everything that we expected Dante Pettis to be. He's done.
I love that comp. I totally know what you mean. The guy who can play all 3 positions.
Yes.
He
can play all 3 positions.
And return. Yeah.
And he's a returner. And he may not have top end speed. He's not going to kill you with top end speed. But what he does have, does have tremendous burst. He gets up the field in a hurry. And when he gets the ball, he's looking for a hat to hit. So he plays with bad intentions. He has very good hands as well. And he's not just like there's some guys on our team that are captains by selection. This guy comes off like he is a captain because that entire team respects him. Even if you watch his highlights, get on YouTube, watch his highlights. And after every catch, you hear announcers referencing it's so good to see Ronnie Bell back playing on the field. So he's one of those guys. Another guy. Go ahead.
We were talking about this yesterday on the phone, and I think it's really interesting. You brought it up. A lot of draft picks get taken in the NFL, and they think, "Hey, man, I'm on a 4-year contract. They like me. You know, they're invested in me. I mean, I'll show something eventually. I got some time in the NFL." And on a lot of teams, that's true. On the Niners, it might have been true. It may have been true 4 or 5 years ago, but on this team, dude, they will cut your ass. Doesn't matter where you. I mean, look at Trey Lance. They will bury you after a year. I mean, ask Trey Sermon, right? They'll get you. So they need, and if they know that that's who they are, they need to take people who are mature, who understand this is a job,
who know their way around the locker room. They're taking guys who can handle a grind. They're taking guys who have played hurt. You don't play this many games without playing hurt. They're taking guys who know how to ingratiate themselves with a coaching staff. They can get pushed hard. They're going to be trusted. So they're making sure that they're kind of righting that wrong. It is a little bit of an indictment on having a young kid with more money than he's ever had in his life, kind of trouncing around a grown man's locker room. And I feel like how they're drafting is an indictment on that. They really want to make sure that they rectify that problem because they want production.
Agree. And they want guys who can fit into this team. And I think what you've seen is this team has high standards, and these vets aren't going to be like, all right, those 3 players suck, but we're going to hold their hand emotionally, and it's not going to happen. Make the freaking team or get off. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to talk about Jalen Graham. I don't have much to say. The last pick in the draft. I think he'll probably be a practice squad guy. Let's take some super chats, and then we'll get into the practice squad now. Dustin the Gale says, maybe the Niners were meeting with quarterback prospects just in case they ended up trading Lance. Yeah, they ended up, what was that? Like, just so they can sign DTR in 4 years? Like, is that what that was about?
Yeah, I have
just to get to know him.
We still didn't make a move at QB. We're not moving.
I believe that the reason the Niners didn't pick up Brandon Ayuk's 5th-year option until day 2 was because the phone lines were open on day 1. They just didn't get what they wanted. And the reason they were sniffing around on quarterbacks is because the phone lines were open for Trey Lance. They just didn't get what they wanted. So they were trying to give themselves options. Options are good. You want options.
Yeah. I mean, and let's not be disillusioned. Teams want Trey.
Yep. It's just a negotiation.
Not for what the Niners are asking.
Yeah. D Wood 7300 says, I'm sure Kyle maybe has final say, but I'm also sure the consult with their position coaches on what they think. I don't believe it's just Kyle and John. Sure, of course. I don't think it's just Kyle. I agree with you, D Wood. Monsa Toure says, I think Luter dropped because of his tackling. I thought they liked his physicality. They said they did. Okay, maybe. All day, every day. Kim says, how many of the current top 10 kickers got drafted high? Martin Grammatico was a 3rd-round pick in Tampa in '99. Maybe that's why John Lynch did this.
I think there may be an Easter egg. I think that our actual special teams coach drafted a kicker in like the 3rd round at his last outpost with the Seahawks.
Okay. And he's D-Wiz 7300 says, you're too stuck on the OT position to the Niners think they have a day one starter in McKivitz. Just relax and listen to the coach. I'm super relaxed.
Well, you're not. He's not listening to me because I didn't say Colt McKivitz is a day one starter.
I just don't understand how you go into a draft with 11 picks. Everyone agrees you have your biggest need is offensive line, and you get none, not one. But you get 2 tight ends. Like to me, that's almost like, oh, we need an offensive lineman. Oh, you know us better than we know us. We're not going to get an offensive lineman. It's like, okay, great, sweet,
bro. I mean, but Grant, man, like right tackle is a pivotal spot, man. I mean, we're gonna talk about this. They curated that. They socially engineered it, but
they better not draft the next Mike McGlinchey in next year in round 1 because I feel like they're definitely gonna do that.
Well, I thought that they were just thinking that he was a bust. Let's just admit it that he wasn't.
No, he's not what they wanted.
Yeah,
they as you said, they smiled through the whole experience. Yep. So I'd like to know what they learned from that experience and how they make it different in the future. Gaiman Brown says, at the coach, I got a new Twitter account. How do I find you again? Yeah, I don't even think I follow you on. Do you have a Twitter? You're incognito. You're incognito.
Yeah, tough up front 77. Yeah, tough up front 77.
There you go. Also, what products you use in your beard? Natural fruits and berries. Hold it down. Okay, man.
No idea how to respond.